Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Nick Pivetta is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts turning around.
At the plate, A.J. Pollock. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off for Arizona, center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, have run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Who are you focused on, Dan? Please ask.
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. This guy won the National League Silver Slugger last year. You think about all the first basemen in the league that can swing the bat well and hit home runs, but he was at the top of the heap. I love watching him swing.
Up next for Arizona, Ketel Marte. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Flying toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. In there. Now the throw. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Not sure the spin throw was necessary there, but it sure looked good. Would have been questionable if he threw it away, but he put it right on the money for the out.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. One and one to count to Jake Lamb.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Breaking ball in for a strike. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
So stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondbacks squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Avila recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Hernandez is retired, and there's one away. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Maikel Franco. He's hitting over 350 versus left-handed pitching this season, and that's what we're looking at today. If those numbers hold true, he could be in for a huge performance.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting third, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peralta's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Coming to the plate now, Maikel Franco. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's taken him deep once. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Drilled to the left side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggles, but maybe that single gets him going.
In now, Aaron Altair. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Hoskins. Over at second. Franco at first, 2 out in the inning. Hard hit ball to second. Marte has it. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Still no score. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. David Peralta is ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Steven Souza, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Souza has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. Pitch on its way to Avila. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. So striding in, number 4. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games.
Number 4.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Batting 7.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. This will go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Alfaro, just 24 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out. with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough. Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, then get back in that box and try and do damage.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Nick Pivetta. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
2 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Daniel Descalso. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Now a throw over. Runner back standing. First offering on its way. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Riding in once again, A.J. Pollock, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Line drive, base hit down the line. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. No balls and a strike to count. This year against right-handed pitching, Marte carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Paul Goldschmidt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Pollock at third with 2 away. That's inside. 2-0. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
Third baseman, James Lamb.
Ready for another chance? Jake Lamb. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. Goldschmidt is on his way home. He comes across to score. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now a 3-1 game.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. For the current campaign, Peralta has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. And it's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Standing in now, Steven Souza, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Phillies 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. The 1-1. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Boy, there's another base hit. This is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Hoskins is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
Hey, looks like they might have something brewing right here. That's back-to-back base runners after a few runs were scored in the inning before, too.
Yeah, Dan, I have to imagine your team throws up a crooked number. You want to go out there and throw a donut up, but they are putting some guys on base. This could get interesting.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-0. Swing and a blooper to the right side. Here comes Souza. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Franco. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Hernandez on second. Hoskins at first. One gone. A cold strike on the inside corner.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him. So he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
In now, Aaron Altair as he grounds one briskly to short. And that's going to be a base hit as the run comes in, and we've got ourselves a 4-4 ball game.
Hey, there's a clean base hit right there, D-Row, to drive that runner in from third base.
Yeah, he was telling the boys, get it ready right here. I'm going to walk home on this one. That was easy to read through the hole, and he was able to take his time scoring from third.
Into the box, number 4, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Runners back. The 1-0. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. Phillies shortstop in front of the count, 3-1.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
And it's fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Digging in now, Jorge Alfaro. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Here comes the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. The throw home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Stepping in now, Billy Burns, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, and it's even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Nick Pivetta, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2. Alfaro at second. Burns is over at first with 1 away. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Peralta on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Descalso is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead on now to the top of inning number 4. Phillies lead this one 6-4. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. Now at the plate, Daniel Descalso. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the pitcher.
So here now's the pitcher, Robbie Ray. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. First pitch on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Either he missed the take sign or they're just not thinking as a team. The first two guys out on one pitch, so it could have been a 3-pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. D-backs are down on 4 pitches. They trail it here 6-4. Digging in once again, Rhys Hoskins. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Pollard will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 1. Here's Carlos Santana now.
Carlos Santana.
First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
2 balls and a strike now. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Popped up. Marte shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
Ready once again, Maikel Franco. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
To 2-2 now. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and his side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, A.J. Pollock. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Still even at 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Burns, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. To first. Santana's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in, Paul Goldschmidt. 0-for-1 with a run scored thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
First pitch on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Don't make your manager be the bad guy in this situation. I know you struggled a little bit right here. You got to find a way to get through this 5th inning and qualify for that win.
Hoskins waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Arizona. Score remains steady at 6-4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 60, Clay Buchholz.
Ready for another shot now. Aaron Altair. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Aaron Altair.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Pollock. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Digging in now for Philadelphia, number 4. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Three-two pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. From the stretch. A high fastball is in there.
0-1.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, David Peralta, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now here it comes. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Burns is there. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven Souza.
Ready once again, Steven Souza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the Phillies skipper on his way out toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Leaves after just 5 1/3, and despite exiting with the lead, he'll be the first to tell you he did not have his good stuff in this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 33.
First delivery to him on the way. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
The 1-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Digging in to try it again, Alex Avila. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail it here 6-4. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Billy Burns. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Billy Burns.
He's set. Here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball. There's a strike. Hit to short. And there's one down now.
Now batting, number 33.
Nick Williams will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Williams.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. 258 the average to begin play. No home runs just yet, and a couple RBIs. Hit to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and... Luis Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57, Luis Garcia.
Ready for another chance? Daniel Descalso. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Chris Owings will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Diamondbacks center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity and the high air.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers. And when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base. But you've got to get on any way that you can. So he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
First offering on its way. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. That one is out of here. This game is tied. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Fourth home run here in the early going. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
First baseman number 44.
Ready for another shot now, Paul Goldschmidt. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone up into the second deck.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Now batting, third baseman, James Lamb.
Odubel Herrea will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Odubel Herrea.
Jake Lamb standing in now. And he takes ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Ramos has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really 2 good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Hernandez comes up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. Arizona's on top, 7-6. Brad Boxberger gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Brad Boxberger.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rhys Hoskins is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Lined into right, a base hit.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Leadoff base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Carlos Santana. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. He's got it. Descalzo on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Look out, 2-0 now.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Grounded down the third baseline, and that will conclude matters here in the second. At the plate, David Peralta. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Riding in once again, Steven Souza, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matty, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Alex Avila is sent packing for the second out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Daniel Descalzo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. 1 for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Phillies 6. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Archie Bradley will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Nick Ahmed will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a tick behind for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Coming to the plate now, number 4 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1 and 2. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Can't cut into that 8-6 deficit. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Nick Ahmed. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Another full count pitch home. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. A.J. Pollock will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Ketel Marte. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Hit in the air out to center field. Number 4 moving to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Nothing for the Diamondbacks in their half of the ninth. One last shot now for Philadelphia. They're down 2. It's 8-6. Fernando Salas takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Fernando Salas.
Digging in the switch hitter, Billy Burns. No hits to this point.
Center fielder, Billy Burns.
First pitch on its way. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Trevor Plouffe will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 70, Trevor Plouffe.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. In his career matchups with Fernando Salas, he's 2 for 3. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. The 1-2 will be a base hit into center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with one away in the inning.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
From the stretch. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Plouffe, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Philly down to their last strike. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball two.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Hit down the third baseline. He's right there. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
8-6 the final score tonight. Arizona jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Clay Buchholz gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Fernando Salas wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 8 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For Philadelphia, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game SEPTA trains on the Orange Broad Street line are available at the Patterson Avenue station, and extra C buses are available directly outside the stadium.